I am Faduma Daytua L, your author that write books about the Orishas. You can get my books on Amazon, as well as teach you all about Ifa. Now, if you would like a Mary Delagoon reading before we actually start this course, please make sure you click the link in my bio. You will find that I do all sorts of types of readings: Mary Delagoon, Idefa, Tarot, and much more. If you're also looking for spiritual cleanses, spiritual work, besides candles, okay, spiritual house cleansings or business cleanses, please make sure that you check all that out on the website and read the description, okay? Baby, before you deal with any Orisha, before you deal with any Orisha, you must have your foundation straight, baby. And the foundation is your Egungums. Your Eguns, okay? These are what we call ancestors. The main reason why you want to establish this relationship with your ancestors is to not worship them, baby. You're not going to worship your ancestors. That is not what this is for. This is to heal generational curses. This is for you to remove a lot of the energy and establish a connection with your ancestors and your lineage that is in your path, okay? Understanding that you're starting to have a close connection with the loved ones that you never received in life as being able to meet them or connect with them in the physical sense. But because they're still walking with you and they're actually in you, yes, they're in you. This is why it's very important for you to establish a connection with your ancestors. Baby, did you not know if you do not have a connection with your ancestors, you could be keeping a lot of the debt that is on your ancestors' names on you? One of the things that is very big for ancestors is when you burn ancestral money, okay? This is to clean up the debt that they left behind. This is why it's very important for you to have an altar, because Grandpa probably left a house, but he owed taxes on the land, which will make it difficult in your lifetime since Grandpa is walking with you, okay? You might still have problems in your life with the same issue that he had, because that's the generational curse that was passed down. Another reason why that you want to establish having an ancestor altar is because for the family members that have been great, you already know what I mean, incest and all, okay? It is very important to establish a relationship to clear that energy up so your children and your children's children are actually cleared of that energy and is protecting yourself and those ancestors that are coming through, because they're going to be coming through again through you and your children's children and your children's 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 children and your children's 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 children. So, if you understand what I'm saying. So it'll be a legacy of generational curses, hexes, blockages being removed. Another reason why that you want your ancestral shrine in your house is to build a family bond and remove all toxicity from your family. Meaning, you and your mother might not have a great relationship, and you and your father might not have a great relationship due to their presence not being there, they're overly working, or sometimes they can have their own issues in life to where now it affects you in your adulthood from your childhood. If you have your ancestral shrine, right, this is removing a lot of the curses that you got to understand. Your mother and your father are ancestors returned. They can be a great grandma, an uncle, a cousin, but their past life spirit is still there. Okay? So you have to understand, when you have your ancestral shrine, you can actually uplift that energy, heal that spirit, and make it into a positive situation to where, even though in this lifetime they didn't do well, they'll probably change. You see what I'm saying? So you have tools with this ancestral shrine that's very important. Also, with this ancestral shrine, it's very important to build a relationship with your ancestors. When you build a relationship with your ancestors, they will start to guide you to other family members that you probably have not ever met before, or to give you a closer bond to ones that you do know the history of your family, which will make you dig in even more, so you'll actually find out who are some of your elders. Do you have any connections to Africa, Haiti, Brazil, Belize, Europe, Asia, or whatever the case may be? You want to know this because there is going to become a time where, when you do this and they give you the abundance to do this, they're going to want you to travel back to those areas. And once you do, they're going to want you to pour libations and venerations and connect with them, and actually you're going to feel like you're home. Finally, everything makes sense. So see, ancestor shrines are for protection. It fuels. Now, if you want to learn how to take care of your ancestors, then connect with me and I will give you the price of the class. But other than that, this is the basics for you, and it's very important for you to connect with your ancestors, so you will have that protection, so you will have the connection with family, so you will know about yourself. This is why it's very important for you to teach your children about their ancestors, because they are the ancestors returned. You yourself is an ancestor returned. So you want to know about your past life. It is very, very important to know about that past life, because it is the key token to why you are here in this very moment. Now, a few things that your ancestors would like for you to do is celebrate, play music, dance with them, call out their names of good energy and good character, meaning you cannot put ancestors on the altar that have been through a lot of chaotic energy, or been through a lot of graping, a lot of addictions, a lot of psychological issues, have passed on very young, meaning that they could not have been a trap boy or a D boy or a D girl or a gang member or anything of that nature. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. So if they incarcerated and passed in incarceration, no. You cannot call on this energy, because it will bring that type of energy unto you. You want to be able to make sweet foods and good plates of food and actually leave it out so the ancestors can eat off of it. You want to light white candles, and sometimes you want to read and see if they want other candles. Put flowers out there. They do cigarettes. They do alcohol. They do a lot of different things. Now, if you want to properly learn how to do this, please make sure you go to my website, or you can inbox me, okay? I do charge a fee for the classes, so yes, my energy, my time, my space. Peace, love, and abundance. Take care.